A new personality has emerged in hockey, and I love it. His name is Rob Hutson. He is Lane Hutson's dad. He's got 3 other Hudson boys who are all high-level players as well. One of them is at Oilers camps this year, trying to make the team. It's going to be in tough with some of the other young defensemen they have there, but he's going to try.
Adam, I got to stop you.
Uh-oh.
You're talking about a player's dad.
Yeah, but
You're talking about their family.
This is a player's dad who gave a 45-minute interview. 49-minute interview.
You could round up to 50.
I wanted to be exact because I didn't want someone in the comments section going, well, you guys thought the band was AI, and then you watched further and changed your mind, which a lot of Carolina Hurricanes fans were upset about from last episode.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Rob Hutson, co-owner of Barrington Ice Arena. In addition, deeply involved with coaching youth hockey, particularly working with high-level programs. He's the head coach of Team Illinois underage 16 AAA. He was also in youth development through the North Jersey Avalanche, where he runs a midget program. So this is a hockey-ass family. Mm-hmm. The Hutson family, they are all hockey. And by the way, Lane Hutson's mom, I'm pretty sure, lived either in the city or at Lane's place last year. Just like Austin Matthews' mom and sister moved to Switzerland with him when he was like 18 or 19.
Ovechkin's mom and dad. Yeah.
Kind of makes sense, right? Because you're kind of young.
Yeah, you forget that the athletes that's on the ice, when they get drafted in the NHL, they're still young children.
Kind of young, and let's not forget the most important part, rich.
Yeah.
So rich.
Still a kid in his early 20s who's like barely used to doing his own laundry and cooking a meal. Yeah. Like they're still children, even though they're out there on the ice getting paid hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to play hockey.
And you know what it is? You know what I love about people who are young and rich? Is that is a recipe that never goes wrong. That no one ever has made a bad decision in youth with their money.
No, never.
Especially when they have more than the average person will make in 10 years. Oh. And that's, $1 million, right? Now, Rob Hutson did an interview with Grant McKegg, and this is his second interview with Grant. Now, Grant, if you don't know Grant, oh, baby, let me familiarize you with Grant McKegg. He is a Habs writer that Habs fans, I think he's one of these guys who's just a personality that's generally so Montreal.
Well, he's not like a homer, though.
He's a bit of a homer.
Yeah, prove it.
Here's a tweet from March 9th, 2015. I honestly have Dylan Strome over Connor McDavid. People will laugh now, but come back to me in a couple years and see who's laughing.
How about 10 years?
2016, January 16th. I love Matthews. He's a terrific NHL center and an exceptional draft pick. But at this point, Laine gets the nod with his upside.
Wow. Okay. Based on what? Does
what they are actually doing on the ice matter to the pundits when it comes to who might go first overall? No, given that Kakko and Podkolzin are outplaying him and have impressed before, Hughes is not the, quote, runaway leader to go first overall.
Jack Hughes? Podkolzin?
Here's another one. I think Kotkaniemi may end up being the better all-around player in terms of two-way play. Matthews is the better scorer and skater. Kotkaniemi, the better playmaker and defensive player. Not that Matthews can't pass, and not that Kotkaniemi can't shoot.
Madre de Dios. Jesperi Kotkaniemi versus Austin Matthews.
2018, October 25th. Edmonton's not happy. Toronto's not happy. Nylander for Puljujarvi. And a pick. Make your call. Pack your bags. Drop the puck.
What the fuck?
So.
This sounds a lot like a David Staples article, Adam.
Listen, every city's got it. And I like that. Mm-hmm. You're right, Jesse. It does sound exactly. And he does write for the local newspaper.
Yeah, no, it just sounds like you're doing what Staples did.
And by the way, I'm going to shout out the Habs Reddit thread. Mm-hmm. That post that I gave you is from 2021. The reason that I can't go and check out Grant's timeline myself is he blocked me years ago, and I wasn't even being mean. I just disagreed with him on something. And he's like, who the hell are you? Block.
Okay.
And anyway...
Are you blocked on Twitter?
I am. Yeah. And I found that out this morning when I went to look at his timeline.
Okay.
Anyway, what is clear here is that Grant McKeag and Rob Hudson speak a lot. And it's not just on the air. When you listen to the interview, there is a lot of, well, you told me off the air that blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, so they're chatting. And there's nothing wrong with that. People talk. It's hockey. We love hockey. Let's talk hockey with hockey people. I listened to the whole interview, and they touch on everything from, Lane playing his off-handed side and how he was practicing that this year because Marty just kind of put him there, and he did it the best he could. It's interesting. Rob Hudson even talks about like what Kirby Dach might need to do to get up to speed, simplify his game. He's like,
and Bolduc,
and Bolduc having huge hands and being a big man.
He's a fan of Bolduc.
Yeah, he likes Bolduc.
Yeah,
likes Bolduc.
He just talked an odd amount about players who aren't his son.
Well, that you know what though, he was asked about it.
Yeah,
and he tried to answer like a hockey coach would, which he is.
Yeah, and I think you're allowed to provide commentary. He doesn't work for the team or anything. He's an outside observer.
It's just rare.
That is very true. To hear a family member talk openly like this about other players is very rare.
Maybe
not illegal.
Maybe Brian Matthews was like, Nylander and Hyman are great line mates. I haven't seen that interview.
Is that Brian Matthews?
I'm pretty sure it's Brian.
Is that
who is, by the way,
Brian and Emma Matthews?
Who's a very nice man, from what I hear. Like I've heard, he's a very, very cordial. You've met him.
I only met him once, and I was just like, Jesus, this guy's very large, and also it was nice to meet him. He's a big guy.
All right. The thing that's making headlines this morning, as we record this, is Rob Hudson's answer.
No, call it what it is. The threat.
Rob Hudson's threat.
There you go.
No, they're going to put this on TikTok, and I'm going to get screwed.
No.
I'm going to get radioed myself.
It's going to get Instagrammed with...
Adam Wilde says...
not a picture of me. It's just going to be any generic Leaf fan, and it's going to be a security guard with a vest. With a bulletproof vest.
Hudson family issues threat.
I've had quite the week.
Go to 1043 of the video, Jesse. Mm-hmm. And this is about how Lane, and this surprised me. Surprised a lot of people. Lane Hutson not invited to the Olympic camp this summer for Team USA. What does Rob Hudson think about it?
You can just play the audio here, Hayden.
I mean, I know that he was motivated by being picked in the 60s in his draft year. Would it be fair to say that not that he needs motivation? I mean, he's one of the hardest working kids in the NHL, but do you think this only added a little bit more motivation for him, that he wasn't one of the 16 at the defensemen invited to the camp?
I mean, like personally, from my standpoint, yeah, I think he should have been invited, at a minimum invited.
I agree.
I think our family as a whole have made a big commitment to USA Hockey throughout the years, and
fair enough.
I don't know what Bill Guavin was thinking or what is, like I don't know him, and he probably obviously doesn't know Lane, so.
Well, yeah.
So I mean, I get it, and people don't always make the right decisions or whatever it is. Like we have to live with how they see it. We don't have to agree with it, but there's obviously this fuels anyone.
Okay.
If you're as competitive,
we can pause it there.
If you're as competitive as Lane is.
Now, there's a second part to this. But
really, because that was spicy enough.
Bill Guavin.
Someone sent the quote to me, and I thought they made a typo because it just said GU-Avon.
Yes.
And it turns out he's Bill Guavin.
I can't imagine that a man that was this involved in hockey for this long in the United States, in the Northeast, doesn't know Bill Guerin's last name.
Bill Guavin.
He might have just misspoke, but it's funny.
It is pretty funny. Well, he might have been
hilarious.
He might have been reading Here's my theory for him misspeaking.
Yeah.
He might have been reading while he was talking, and you ever say
He's in the car. Have you seen the clip?
Yeah,
He's
but
in
at the
car.
beginning of the clip, he swipes away a text. You can see him do
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, your theory, that he's reading.
My theory is, I don't know what he was reading, but Guaven came out.
Yeah. It's hilarious, but I don't know if there's too much there to take away.
Right.
No. Well, there's hurt
There's
feelings.
the other stuff.
And he said,
hurt
my
feelings.
family has made a commitment to USA Hockey. We'll come back to that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
I want to mention that Lane Hutson finished 10th in Norris voting.
Yeah.
And that's for everybody of all nationalities. Here are the names of the players that were invited, and he was not included.
Got it.
And you tell me if he's got a point, because I think he might.
Their decor is insane, though.
Brock Faber,
Great.
Adam Fox,
Tough year, but yeah.
Luke Hughes,
Good player.
Quinn Hughes,
Great player.
Noah Hannafin,
Was Four Nation Faceoff.
Seth Jones,
Very good player.
Jackson Lacombe,
Underrated.
Charlie McAvoy,
Young.
Incredible.
Ryan McDonough,
Old. Still good.
Brett Pesci,
Good.
Neil Pionk,
Good.
Jake Sanderson.
Also young.
Young and getting better.
Sens fans are going to be pissed. I can't believe.
better.
Why didn't you call Jake Sanderson the greatest defenseman ever?
okay.
That is the
Move on.
only designation you can give him.
Got it.
Brady Shea,
Good.
Jacob Slavin.
Underrated still somehow.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's a top pairing underrated player. Alex Vlasic,
Oh, from the Blackhawks? I'd have Hudson over him. He's good, but holy cow.
Zach Rowinski.
I mean, obviously a legend. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's so good.
So I think he's got a point. I think Lane Hutson should be there.
There's, I would say, 3 names on that list. Where if it's talent alone, oh man, at least 3, as many as 6.
Now, Lane Hutson, it's important to note, is between 5'10 and 5'11. They ask him, Grant asked him in this interview, hey, like, was he 5'10 and a half? He's like, no, he's 5'11. And then Grant.
I thought he said 5'10.
No, he said he's 5'11.
Oh, okay.
And then he said, you know what? When I was in my early 20s, because his dad played hockey in the ECHL.
Yes.
Rob Hudson played hockey in the ECHL, that is. He said, I grew an inch after 18. Some people do. Listen, I didn't.
As
I had.
someone who is earnestly 5'10 and a half, I understand the struggle, Rob.
And what Grant mentions, and I think smartly, is the NHL and NHL teams are going bigger.
Yep.
And can you have 2 guys? Because the next question is about Quinn Hughes. Can you have 2 guys under 6 feet on the team? Mm-hmm. Now, you can have 2 guys under 6 feet at camp. You can do that.
Sure.
Who cares?
Yes.
I think they make a good point. Later on in the interview, though, this is where it really grabs the headlines. So 16:30, Jesse, roughly. And you're going to hear Grant and you're going to hear Rob. This is where it's interesting because the Hudson family are dual. They have access to both. These kids can play in Canada and they can play in the United States.
No, play.
Yeah, 16:30.
Relatives that are Canadian.
Oh, I bet.
You know, it was hard enough for them to cheer for the U.S. when the boys are playing, but it would be really super easy if they were fortunate enough to play for Canada.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's fair.
We'll
That's
pause it
fair.
there. And he talks a little bit about how Brett Hull did that in reverse because he was not invited to a camp in the late 80s and then said, screw you guys, I'm going to Team USA and I'm going to finish 4th in every tournament. And he did.
Except for the 96 World Cup.
Oh, okay, they won that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I
gotta take my pound of flesh from
know.
USA.
I was 8 years old and I hated every moment of that.
That was
tournament.
horrible. That was horrible. Now, this is interesting because, as you guys said, you don't get a lot of parents talking so openly. So I like this.
A 50-minute interview.
My question is,
rare.
How does, I know they're kind of lighthearted here. How do you guys think Team USA reacts to something like this?
I think he gets invited to camp even harder. Or he gets uninvited to camp even harder.
I mean, he's so good, you're not going to be able to keep him away.
I agree
Although
with that.
I keep thinking that with Team Canada and Nick Suzuki, and I know there's some some interesting things going on there.
Like
too.
at the end of the day, it's not a massive deal that he's not there because he's not making the team.
Yeah.
Like I went over the United States decor in my Olympic preview video. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Your top pair could be Hughes McAvoy, who did not play in the final.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, it's real good. It's real good. So he was never going to make the team. But, like, Neil Pionk's not making the team.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Lacombe is not making the team. Mm-hmm. I highly doubt Ryan McDonough is making
I don't think
the
Alex
team.
Vlasic's, no disrespect.
Alex Vlasic is... I think 4 guys could break their legs and Alex Vlasic's not making the team. As many as 10 could break their legs, and I don't think he's not.
No.
And I'm not. It's the Olympics.
Yeah.
It's an extremely exclusive club. It's really hard to make that team for any country, really. Mm-hmm. But he does not hide that he's upset about the lack of invite.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Which
hide,
you would expect, by the way.
Of course.
That's not unexpected.
Doesn't hide that he thinks it's a mistake. You know what? Of course it's not unexpected, but you rarely hear them say it.
Right.
Right? Which is why you have guys who run a podcast going, holy shit, someone actually said something. That's super interesting. But then to say, well, he could play for Canada.
That's a wrinkle, is it not?
It's an enormous wrinkle, and one that, I mean, I don't think American hockey fans will like. And I think Team USA, Bill Guerin.
Hey,
I have to bring this up at least once a year. This is the guy who, like, tomahawk slammed his stick over a teammate's head at practice.
yeah.
You could go look it up. Just type in, like, Bill Guerin /
I don't think there's any lack of intensity when it comes to Bill Guerin, is what you're saying.
Yes. I think he's probably handling that quote poorly.
You think so?
He probably...
I think he laughed it off. Listen, we had Bill on AP. He is funny.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know, Jess, do you get the sense that Bill Guerin would handle that poorly, or who would he go, that probably wasn't the right call, and then move on with his life?
I don't know Bill Guerin well enough personally to make a judgment.
I'm going to call him. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
I'm going to call him. Hey, Billy. I don't have his number.
He'd be like, what the fuck did you just...
Yeah, exactly.
Can I weigh in on the first part of the clip?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I think that was the important insight there on what Rob Hudson is intuiting here, in that initiating intimate contact with Grant McCagg.
No.
I think when Rob Hudson said, we've put in a lot of effort with USA Hockey over the years, I think that was the key to his whole displeasure with everything that's going on with Lane. Because Lane's not making the team. You're very right.
Yeah.
And USA Hockey probably looked at the situation and said, okay, we got a number of people here. Lane doesn't have an avenue to make this team. It doesn't make sense to have another puck-moving light defenseman here on that side of the ice, and he's not going to be on this team. So let's just leave him off. Let's bring these other people who might have better futures with USA Hockey, because a player like Luke Hughes, same age, has done less in the NHL, but they probably see his skill set as more useful to the future of USA Hockey, because they're going to need a player like that. So they want him there at the camp, right? But Rob Hudson saw everything that Lane did this past season on the ice, and everything that they've done off the ice was enough to play the Olympic body organization politics game to get his son there. And you mentioned Nick Suzuki and him not being invited to things for Team Canada.
He was this summer, though. I do want to clarify the Nick Suzuki thing. He was this summer.
Yeah, he was on this one, but in the past, he has not been.
Which has been weird.
And that has come up because of his unwillingness to go to things like World Championships in the past. Because as much as we think these decisions are on-ice decisions and player personnel decisions, a lot of what goes on behind the scenes is strictly politics and playing the game. And what Rob Hudson might have not realized is that even though their family has done some things with USA Hockey in the past, there is something there with the Lane Hutson situation that he has not politicked his way into that circle at this point in his career. He is not so undeniably great on the ice yet that he's going to get that invite. Will he be the next time around? Yes. He's going to be there in 2030 at the next Olympics in the winter.
And the World Championships in 20 years.
And the whenever he wants to play for Team USA, eventually Lane Hutson is going to be good enough to work his way there. But at 21, considering everything that kind of comes with it, clearly with Rob Hudson, he hasn't earned that right through the politicking or the on-ice performance.
So then my
is how I look into what he said there.